What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to talk about strategy in Battlefield 3. This is another important thing to have or to know in Battlefield because it will allow you to achieve certain goals that you have set. Now, talking about goals, using strategy will help you achieve your goals because if you don't have a strategy or like tactics down or anything, you're pretty much going to get nowhere in Battlefield. So, for starters, a few steps with strategy. So I would say, in my opinion, the first step, you want to figure out what your goal is. Like, what do you want to achieve when you play Battlefield 3 or Battlefield in general? Do you want to play the objective and win the game? Do you want to get a good KD, good score per minute? Those types of goals, those types of things. Once you figure out what you want to achieve in the game, then this is where strategy comes into play. Once you have that goal in mind, you need to figure out how are you going to achieve that goal. And like in my previous videos, like talking about tactics and flanking, tactics would come into play. They all link together. It's strategy, tactics, flanking. They're like tactics and flanking are kind of subcategories of strategy. So with strategy, it's pretty much how are you going to achieve that goal that you have set. Without strategy, if you, let's say, for example, you want to get a good KD and you want to get your score per minute up, if you just jump into a game, run and gun like in Call of Duty, and just play hardcore and just try to get as many kills and stuff like that as possible, you might be able to achieve it, but you'll be lucky if that happens. Most of the time, you're just gonna be out in the middle of the battlefield, and you're just gonna get shot down because you have no strategy. You're just aiming for kills. So strategy is very important to have in the game, even if you aren't playing the objective. If you just want to get a good KD or whatever, you need to have strategy. So when I say strategy, it's pretty much linked with tactics. So what are you going to do to achieve that goal? So are you going to, let's say if you want to play the objective and win the game, let's say there's a lot of enemies camping a certain position, and this goes into with tactics. Do you flank the enemy team and wipe them all out and then proceed to the objective and actually play the objective? Or do you be a stupid person and you just run right up where the enemies are camping and try to wipe them out and you just die in the process? You have to think about it. So strategy is very important to have, like I've said before. And if you have a good strategy and you know what you're doing, you will do well in Battlefield, and your performance on the battlefield should improve. If it doesn't, then I would pretty much say you're doing something wrong. But having a good strategy is very important because remember, Battlefield is a team-based game, and strategy is very, very important. So I really hope these tips help you out, and I'll see you guys on the battlefield.